again, my lovelies. Happy Tuesday. We are chatting all about social media today, and I'm going to give people just a second to hop on because I know I am always right on the dot. I'm one of those people that, like, if I'm not early, I'm late kind of thing. So, anyways, we're chatting all about social media today. I literally have, like, 2 sticky notes of notes. We are going deep. There's literally so much to talk about. I have no idea how long this is going to be. But if you're watching live, drop a 1 so I know you're here, because not Instagram, Facebook doesn't always say when people hop on, so I'd love to know who's chilling and hanging out with me and my Hydro Flask, which, by the way, I found this out last night on TikTok, which we'll talk about TikTok today, that apparently this look is called a granola girl. I had no idea. Apparently girls who like headbands and Patagonia and Hydro Flask and all that were called granola girls, which I didn't know, so I'm glad I finally have a tribe. And we're going to talk about building a tribe today. But if you're watching the live, drop a 1. If you're watching the recording, drop a 2. And if at any point you have a question, ask. That's why this group is here. Ask away. And if at any point, this is a really good tip. I wish I put this in the description. If at any point I say something and you're like, that's a really good tip, I want to go back to that, you can just drop an emoji in the comments and it'll be timestamped, so that way you can easily go back to it instead of watching this entire live again, because seriously, I could talk for hours about social media. But instead of going through the whole live again, you can just click on your comment because it's timestamped and go back to that section and listen to it again. But let's dive into it. Social media, this thing that our generation started getting in middle school, and now all of a sudden people can run businesses on it, and it's where people spend 90% of their time on the internet, and it's the best thing in the world, it's the worst thing in the world, depending on who you talk to. How do you use it for good and grow it to inspire other people? Because that's really why I think everyone should be on social media. It's a way to inspire people. Yes, people use it for bad. Yes, there's negatives to it. But be the light, be the positivity, and I feel like I could end this call here. But be the light, be the positivity, share what makes you happy, and inspire other people to live a better life. And that's basically what a lifestyle coach does, and I hope that whether you're a lifestyle coach, and I am taking this video and providing it as a training for my team, so hi Team Vitality, but whether you're a lifestyle coach or whether you run a business, I bet one of the underlying goals of whatever you're doing with your social media, whether it's to fuel your business or help people, at the end of the day, it's to inspire, right? At the end of the day, it's to spread positivity and light. So, and that's kind of question 1 when it comes to social media. I have like questions and journal prompts for you guys, so feel free to take out your journal or a notebook or whatever. I'm definitely a journal girl. But question 1 is, what is your goal with social media? Before we could talk about presets or planning it or creating content or taking pretty photos or anything like that, what is your goal with your social media? Is it to fuel your business? Is it to get brand deals? Is it to link people to your blog? Is it, I don't know, to just be an influencer? Is it to inspire people? What is your goal with social media? And my first goal, and I'll answer all these questions for you because I'm asking them. My first goal with social media was to fuel my business. I started as a lifestyle coach October 17th, 2017. There's definitely something with the numerology there, the number 17. I'll have to look up that later. I didn't even think of that. Anyways, I started on October 17th. October 18th, 2017 is when I started my Instagram, Tara Simone Fit. It was the sole purpose of fueling my business. And my business is to inspire women to live better and healthier lives. So that's what I share in my social media. So ask yourself, what is your goal? Get clear on why you want to grow your social media. That's thing 1. Thing 2 is, what is your ideal audience? What is your ideal audience? Who do you want to talk to? Who do you want to inspire? And if you can't think, and this was my problem, I was like, I don't know who my target audience is. I don't know. How am I supposed to come up with that? Your target audience is you. Your target audience is you. Because if you run a business or you're trying to inspire somebody, most likely you went through something and you found a solution to it and now you're sharing it. Whether that's in the form of free advice on the internet or you pay people to work with you, whatever it is. Most likely though, you were on social media wanting to inspire people because you went through this a couple years ago, you learned from it, and now you're able to provide advice on it. for like fitness influencers, right? They lost the weight, they figured out how to grow a booty, now they share advice on it. Those who like sell a makeup product to sell a skincare product. They had acne, they had wrinkles or whatever, they found a solution, and now they offer it as something that you can buy. So your target audience is, who were you a couple years ago? Who were you when you were struggling with this problem? It's simple as that. You don't have to overcomplicate it. You can get really detailed on, she's this old and she likes this and blah, blah. And I had to do that when I first started my business, create an avatar. So basically, like, literally, I gave her a name and everything. I can't remember what the name is now. I could probably go through my old notebooks. But create this ideal person in your head. What does she do? How old is she? Where is she from? What brands does she like? What is she coming to social media for? And most likely, you're exactly describing yourself 2 years ago. So I saved you the time on that exercise. Ask yourself, who were you and what solution are you trying to solve for people? And that's exactly who your target audience is. So that's an easy one. Question 3 for you. And this one's the most important question. If you take anything from this call, this is the most important thing. What do you love? Question 3. What do you love? Because here's the thing, especially if you're in network marketing like me, we tend to, see one person do it and everyone copies. And there's a lot of copying and just like being phony on social media, which I don't love. And I hope none of you do that. But the real question is, what do you love? And then share that. Because if you're sharing things just because you think you're supposed to, if you're sharing something because you saw another social media influencer do it, if you're sharing something because whatever you think that's how the internet works, but you don't love it, you're going to run into so many problems. And if you're not getting great engagement on your Instagram or whatever social media you're running, if you're not excited to post every single day, if you're not seeing it convert in your business, it's probably because you're not loving what you're posting. So throw all your ideas out the window and ask yourself, what do you love? Come up with 5 things you are obsessed with. And it could be anything. Maybe it's Harry Potter. Maybe it's Disney World. Maybe it's dogs. Maybe it's smoothie bowls. Maybe it's glittery gold pillows. I don't know. I have a gold pillow over there. I don't know what you love, but find 5 things that you love that you can't shut up about. Whatever your hobbies are, whatever you do in your free time, whatever you find yourself always Googling and looking up, ask yourself, what do you love? And then share that. Even if it doesn't fully align with, and again, if you're a business owner looking to become one, even if it doesn't fully align with what your business is, you will be more successful. And I can just say, speaking from personal experience, when I would just share fitness stuff, when I would just share sweaty selfies, and I would just be another fitness influencer, my business was not going well because I wasn't loving what I was posting, and I was just like all the other tens of thousands of fitness influencers online. But when I started sharing what I loved, when I started talking about spirituality and gay rights and being a dog mom and living in Vermont and apparently being a granola girl, when I started sharing all of that, that's when my business took off because I was being me and I wasn't trying to keep up with the latest trends. I was just doing what I love. And I truly believe that our energy and our vibes speak louder than words, than pictures, than anything else. And if you're doing what you love, people will be attracted to your energy and want to follow you. And think about the people who you follow. Who inspires you? Whose page do you stalk every single day? Whose page do you have the post notifications turned on for? They probably inspire you in some way or another. There's a reason for that. You're attracted to their energy. You love who they are as a person. And, maybe one day you'll end up buying from them and joining their business. Or maybe one day you'll reach out to them and be their best friend. But that's the thing. If you are just posting like every other person on the internet, people don't get to know you. People don't get to know your soul and they don't really connect with you. And that's the whole point of social media, right? Building a community, finding like-minded people. So stop going with the flow and start going with your heart. That's actually like a really good quote. I should trademark that. Question, what are we on now? 4. And this one's also really important too and kind of goes along with what do you love. What's easy and what's fun for you? What is easy and what is fun for you? So for example, when I started my business 2 years ago, A lot of people had YouTubes if you were like a fitness influencer, which made sense. You post fitness videos. I tried it for a while. I still post on YouTube occasionally if it's a longer video, but I don't love video editing. I hate video editing. Like, and my team always sees this when I go to edit our team trainings and put them on YouTube as recordings so that way people can go back and watch them. I literally don't watch it at all. I'm like, this is how it was live. This is what you're gonna get. It's gonna be great. I hate video editing, so I'm not gonna go on YouTube. If you hate writing, don't start a blog. If you hate talking, don't start a podcast. Do whatever you love and whatever is fun for you. So if you like taking pretty pictures, perfect. Go on Instagram. If you love making videos, go on YouTube. If you love making just funny content, go on TikTok. Like, there's a million and one ways to grow on social media to inspire people to fuel your business. There's a million and one ways to do it. So do whatever is most fun for you, because that's what's going to make you most successful. And I have this mantra, and I stole this from Gabby Bernstein. And if you don't know who that is, no worries. She's amazing, though. You should look her up. But I stole this from Gabby Bernstein, and it's simply, I am most successful when I'm having fun. And again, it goes back to the energy thing. If you're not having a good time doing it, people pick up on that. So do whatever feels fun for you. And again, you know, there's going to be points of discomfort, and I tell my coaches this all the time. You have to go outside of your comfort zone. You know, you may not love every single point of the process. Like, I don't love doing hashtag research, but guess what? I really like posting on Instagram, and I want to inspire a lot of people. So I love taking the photo. I love editing them, and I'll show you how I edit them and everything. I love doing all of that. So I don't like one little part of it. You're not going to love every single thing you do in life, right? But if you're having enjoyment with the finished product, it's worth the 5 minutes of hashtag research or whatever part of it you don't love. You feel me? So now that we have the energetic side of it and you figured out what you want to post, who you want to talk to, what you're going to do for fun, and if you need help figuring out what platform to hang out on, if you need help fine-tuning your target audience or what to post, I'm more than happy to chat. It's literally what I do for a living and help my team do. More than happy to chat about it. But I have literally so many notes, and I want to make sure I get to everything so you have a very good foundation and understanding of social media, because I believe it's so crucial these days. What did Katie say? OMG, I so noticed this on my page. I'm currently listening to Harry Potter on Audible, and I got huge feedback when I talked about it because it was a major icebreaker, because I genuinely love Harry Potter. Possibly too much. Oh well, there's no such thing as loving something too much. Girl, when I went to Disney, I made my own mouse ears, and people were like, Terry, you could just buy them for $30. I'm like, I know, but I love Disney so much that I'm going to go all out and make custom mouse ears. And so many people responded to my stories, and it started so many conversations and actually led to a few clients signing up with me. So like, whatever you love, share it, because people want to connect with you. And I feel like this is totally tangent off topic, but the brands that you can connect to the owner or the founder are some of the most successful ones. Like, think about the small businesses, and I think this is why small businesses have popped up so much in most recent years. When you can see that, wow, my purchase of this headband is going to this single mom who now can pay for her kids' dance classes, you're more likely to buy that headband from that company versus going to Target, right? And, you know, social media gives small businesses the power of not just connecting with their audience, but inspiring them to start their own businesses. And it's absolutely amazing what happens when you get, you know, on camera and share your heart and your soul and really get down to the nitty gritty of inspiring people. Anyways, back on topic. I want to share practical social media stuff, because I always say I run a spiritual and practical business. So the first half of this was the spiritual stuff. Get your energy behind what you're posting. Be excited about what you're posting. Love what you're posting. But also, here's the practical side of it. These are the questions I get asked all the time. How do you take a good photo? How do you take a good photo? And let me tell you something. You do not need an expensive camera. I got this question the other day from one of my coaches. You do not need to go buy a Canon camera or a Sony or anything else. Your phone is probably one of the best cameras you can use. And mind you, right now, because my phone's currently at Apple in the shop, and that's a whole other story in itself, I'm currently using a cracked, broken-ass iPhone 5, and it still takes good photos. Are they as good as the iPhone 11? No, but it works. And that's the thing. I think your energy is more important than the pixels on your photo or the perfect preset or anything. But it does come into effect. So how can you, oh, Katie, you're so sweet. That literally makes my day whenever someone says like, you inspire me, I'm like, I'm just a random girl from New Jersey that now lives in Vermont that just talks on the internet hoping strangers listen. So thank you, you made my day. Anyways, so how can you take a good photo? And it starts with your lighting. Lighting is probably number one. And I always hear from my photographer friends that how you take the picture is 49% of it. How you edit it is 51%. So let's start with a good base, because if you throw a preset on a crappy photo, it's not gonna make it better. You have to start with a strong base. So grab your iPhone. If you have a camera, use it. But grab your phone. It's always best to use the back camera versus the front one. The back one tends to have a lot more pixels and work better. Use your phone and either get in front of a window or get a ring light. So I'll show you guys my ring light. See? It's literally a giant ring of light. And that's why the lighting is like this today versus, let me show you guys about it. This is, you can already see in the camera how pixelated it is because it's such crappy lighting. So get yourself a ring light or get near a window. And the best tip for when it comes to lighting, let me turn this back on. The best tip when it comes to lighting is to put your light at a 45-degree angle of wherever your camera is. So for example, let me fix that. Okay, for example, if I'm here, this is me, right? The camera's here taking the photo. You want your light right about here, okay? At a 45-degree angle from your camera. It's just the golden standard of it. And again, don't worry super much. Go by a window, go get a ring light, go turn on the light in your room. Lighting is better than no lighting. Even if it's not professional lighting like this, make best of what you can. So that's thing one, get good lighting. Thing two is learn how to edit photos. And this is so easy. You don't have to go to school for this. YouTube literally has 1,000,001 videos on how to edit in Lightroom, how to edit in VSCO, how to edit in Facetune, how to edit on any app out there. So find an app that you love. I'm going to show you the one I use. I currently use Lightroom. Super easy, super user-friendly, completely free. And that's how I edit all of my photos. I learned on YouTube. It's not hard at all. And I think I have a YouTube video out on how I edit my photos. I've changed how I've edited them recently, but how I used to edit them, I think is on YouTube. I'll link it below I think it's on there. If I find it, I'll link it for you guys. But this is exactly how I edit my photos. And you'll see this is one of the photos I just used. So y'all remember this one is currently my profile picture. This is edited. I'll try to get the ring light out of it for you guys. This is edited. That's unedited. Edited, unedited. So all I did, and I have a preset that I use, and you can buy them on Etsy. You can buy them, where else can you can buy them straight from Instagram influencers or whatever. My presets I use are from Jenna Kutcher. She's a photographer, that's why I use hers and I trust her. But basically, for my pictures, and this is in the Lightroom app, so you'll see exactly what I do. I, turn up the highlights and shadows. So that's why I went from, where am I clicking? That's why I'm from darker to lighter. I just turned up the highlights. And again, this is all stuff you can learn on YouTube, and I will find that video so you guys can learn from it. And then personally for me, I like a lot of teals and pinks because that's what I have around me. And that's another question to ask yourself. And people always wonder, how do you create a theme for your Instagram? How do you make it look cohesive and everything? Look around you. What colors are you surrounded by? What colors do you wear all the time? What color is your props? So for example, one of the things is I always have my Hydro Flask on me. I have my blue yoga mat. I have blue pillows. I have a lot of blue aqua clothing. Tiffany blue is one of my favorite colors. So I put it into my feed a lot just because it surrounds me. And then I edit it to bring that out. I edit my photos to make it more blue. I turn up the saturation on the blue. I'll change the hue of it to make it more Tiffany blue. Same thing with pink. I'm surrounded by pink. My laptop is pink. I have pink pillows over in my meditation corner. I have really cute pink shoes my girlfriend just bought me. I wear a lot of pink. I have a pink bra on right now. Look around you what colors you use, and that's the best way to create a theme and find a preset for yourself. So if you haven't downloaded the Lightroom app or you haven't used it yet, go get it. It's free. Put one of your favorite pictures in there and play with it. See what it looks like when you change the exposure. See what it looks like when you change the tinting. See what it looks like when you turn up the blues or the pinks or whatever. And remember, it's whatever you love, right? There are so many big accounts with completely different themes on it, right? People do oranges, people do really white and brights, people do really moody and dark ones. So don't worry about what everyone else is doing. Look at what kind of photos you like to look at what colors are surrounding you in your life, in your environment, and then post more of that and post with the intention of putting that color into your pictures, right? So if you say that your color is blue, how can you add a little bit of blue into every picture? Could you hold a water bottle? Could you put your dog on the leash that's blue? Could you change your legging color? Could you change your headband? How can you get more of that color in your photos? And that's how you get it to look cohesive versus just scattered on Instagram. And same thing for any platform you use. I think I call it this with my team, the give a shit factor is important. If you're not putting time and energy into what you are creating, it's gonna flop. Because the thing is, energy flows where attention goes. If you're paying attention to something, you're putting your energy behind it. You believe in it, and people pick up on your energy. So give a shit. Edit your photos. Take 5 seconds to grab that colored item that you're gonna put in every photo and put it in frame with you. Give a shit for 5 minutes, and that's what really, I think, makes the difference between people getting frustrated with social media and people rocking social media, is they take the time and go on trainings like this for 30 minutes a day, ask themselves what they want to accomplish with social media, take the time to learn how to edit photos, and then give a crap and provide value to their audience, whether it's a pretty picture, whether it's an amazing caption, and we'll talk about caption writing in a second. The give a crap factor is what makes all the difference. So, take time to invest, not just time, but invest money as well if you need to, into your Instagram if you really want to grow it. And especially if you're a business owner, social media could be the thing that makes or breaks your business. I've seen it happen to 1,000,001 coaches. They don't give a crap about their social media. They run out of friends and family that want to work with them. They run out of people in their community, physically in their location. And then they're like, crap, what do I do now? And it's like, well, if you gave a crap about your social media and was growing it from the beginning, you'd never run out of people. But that's another talk for another day. So that's how you get a cohesive theme and pretty photos. Get towards natural light or buy a ring light. Learn how to edit them. Again, YouTube has 1,000,001 resources, and it's all free. How I learned how to edit photos, it's not complicated. And then focus on your theme. What colors do you want to incorporate? What order do you want your photos in? Right now, I'm sure you've seen this on my Instagram. I have a grid going, so every other photo is a quote, because that's just what easy is for me and what's fun for me right now. And I love, my Pinterest is literally just full of quotes. So that's what my Instagram is right now. Find what's easy and what you love and start doing that. And then when it comes to actually growing it, not just posting pretty pictures, not just writing captions full of value, which we could talk about that really quick. And this is really such an easy tip if you're like, what the F do I talk about on social media? And I tell my coaches this all the time. First thing is, back to question like 2 or 3, what do you love? If you're talking about something you love, it won't be hard to write a caption, right? Like me talking about social media right now, we're going on 24 minutes. I feel like I've just barely begun. I promise I'll keep it short though. But it's something I love and I could talk about it, no problem. So if you're struggling to write a caption, you're probably not writing about something that you love. So readjust what you're sharing. And then also remember that the best way to write a caption is to pretend that you're talking to your best friend. Because if you, and I did this in my business too, I would try to sound like the top coaches. I would try to sound like the people in the industry I was inspired by. And it came out as a half-ass version of Tara, and that doesn't serve anybody. So talk to like you're talking to your best friend or your sister, and just be yourself. I know it's so cliche, but that's the best advice I can give you. Be yourself on social media. There's so many users on Instagram. We don't need you being a washed out version of somebody else. We need you being yourself, right? So yeah, that's my tip when it comes to writing captions. Talk about what you love and talk as if you're talking to your best friend. And same thing when it comes to going on live or going on your stories. Talk like you're talking to your best friend. I just pretend that when I'm on these live trainings, and I've done lives to over thousands of people before, when I go on these lives, I don't get nervous because I just pretend I'm talking to Sasha, my girlfriend. I just pretend like I'm talking to her, and I don't worry about how many people are on. I don't worry about if I stumble or whatever else, because I'm human and people understand that. So don't stress too much on your stories as well either. And that could be a whole nother call another day. But yeah, quick thing about caption. And then onto one of the things, and this is a huge hold up for people, I think, when it comes to starting a business, especially in the coaching industry. And this is what I hear from a lot of people who are now on my team. But the biggest thing they always say is, I don't think I have enough time. Like, I don't think I have enough time to post pretty on social media. My life is so busy, blah, blah, blah. Don't worry. I got you. First things first, when it comes to saving time on social media, is, are you planning out what you're going to post? And we did a little bit of that, asking about what you love and what's fun and easy for you. Do you know what you're going to post this week? If not, that's fine. Go do a mini photo shoot. Me and my girlfriend do these all the time. I grab a bunch of clothes, we get my phone all charged up, and we go around our apartment complex. We go around the city of Burlington, because we live in Vermont. We just go out and we take pretty pictures of me, and then I use them later on. It's called batching content. It saves so much time. So if you're wearing something really cute this day, and you already put up a post, and you're like, oh, I don't need to take the picture anyway. Because a week from now, you're going to be like, I don't want to wash my face or even brush my teeth, but I want to post on social media. Crap, I don't have anything. Take pictures. Take a bunch of pictures. Save them. Use them in the future. No one is going to come knocking down the door if you used a picture that you took last week. It's not a big deal. No one's paying attention that much. So batch up your content. That's one way to save a lot of time. And then plan out your feed. And this is something that I do a lot, especially with my coaches, because a lot of them do this business part-time, and they have kids, families, lives, work, all that stuff. But one of the things that I do, let's hope I'm logged into this app, but there's a million one of these apps and they're all free. But this one that I use is called Planoly, Planoly. And basically it allows you to look at your feed before you actually post things. And you can write captions in there, you can add hashtags, you can do 1,000,001 things in there and basically have your photo all set up and ready to go. So that way, when you want to post at the best time, and hint, hint, the best time to post is based on your Instagram. It's different for everybody. And if you don't have a business account, I recommend getting one. It's completely free to get a business account on Instagram. But when you switch to business, you can see your insights and when's the best time to post. 1 second, I'm just logging into this. But then you can batch all of your content in apps like this, and there's Buffer and Later, and there's 1,000,001 of these. But it allows you to do all of the hard work and actually take time and energy into your captions and what you're saying and editing and all of that without you having to do it in the moment on the spot. Because a lot of times when I post, I'm out doing something, I'm on a team training or something else. I don't have time in that moment to do the give a shit factor and edit and write something inspirational. So I do it ahead of time, and then I post it whenever is best according to my own algorithm. So let me show you what the app looks like once it gets open. It's taking very long today. Here we go. So it's like trying to give me the tutorial like I don't know, because I just had to like put the app. Okay. Back. Cancel. There we go. So you'll see this is what Planoly is. This is what my current feed looks like. And then up here, I have pictures that are already edited, and I can move them around. So if I wanted to post this today instead of something else, or if I wanted to post this, and then you can tap on it and literally write the caption and everything, so it's done for you. And you save yourself time. If you do it all at the beginning of the week, you don't have to worry about it, and you can be consistent. And that's a really big thing on social media. Are you being consistent? Are you showing up, every day or every other day? Do your people know that you're going to give them value consistently? And, I think it goes back to the question of what's fun for you. If it's fun and you love it, you're going to want to post more often. So if you're not posting a lot, ask yourself if you actually enjoy what you're posting. And then post what you love so you're consistent with it. Because that's the thing, Instagram loves to see consistency. And this takes me into my next point. Instagram also loves to see engagement. I don't think that's any secret or anything. Instagram loves to see that you actually care about your followers. So, and this is a really good tip I give to my coaches. Before you go to post a picture or whatever it is for that day, before you go to post, go send some love out on the app, okay? So I will go through, people who always like and comment on my stuff, I'll go send some love on their page. I'll go comment on their stuff. I'll go respond to their stories. I will be engaging on the app so that way when my post goes up, I'm kind of in Instagram's favor at the moment. And it also, a little trick with the algorithm, if you're having a DM conversation with somebody, Instagram assumes you're friends, which I hope you're friends with your followers, but Instagram assumes you're friends. So then when you post, Instagram will push it to their feed. Little hack for you. But be engaging on the app. I always engage for like 30 minutes before I post just to help the post do better and get it in front of more people because my goal is to inspire as many as possible. And then after I post it, I give myself 15 to 30 minutes after the post to respond to people, to make sure I'm answering their comments, make sure I'm answering their DMs, make sure I'm being engaging and not just posting to post, but posting to inspire and create a community. And if this sounds like time and work, it is. Running a business is time and work. Running a successful social media is time and work. But here's the thing, and I say this, I know I keep saying I tell this to my coaches, I talk to them a lot, but I always tell my team this, it's easy work, right? It's fun work. And if it doesn't feel like that to you, you need to change what you're posting, what you're doing on social media. But posting a cute picture and talking about my dog or, sharing a couple moves from my workout a day is easy. It's fun. It's not hard. I would rather do this any day than do what my girlfriend does as a nurse or, be a teacher or anything else. Those people have really hard effing jobs. Posting on social media, responding to comments for 30 minutes a day is not hard. It's a freaking gift and a pleasure. And I'm sure any business owner, anybody that works from home would understand and agree with me that it's a freaking privilege that we get to do this work. And I'm just honored to do what I do. Anyways, I'm just checking my notes, making sure I didn't forget anything. Oh, really quick tip when it comes to engagement. 4 words or more. It's what the algorithm is. 4 words or more on all of your comments, your DMs, or anything, or Instagram doesn't count it. Instagram doesn't see it as real if it doesn't have 4 or more words. So if somebody will post a heart on my picture, I'll comment back saying, OMG, thank you so much. I really appreciate the support. All they did was comment a heart emoji. It was probably a bot. But I want, 1, Instagram to realize that I give a crap about the people who follow me and comment. And 2, let everyone else know that, hey, if you comment on my picture, I'm going to respond to you. Like, I'm not just some, someone asked me one time if I was actually real, and I'm like, obviously. But, I'm not just some random person on the internet. I'm a real freaking human in real life, and I'm more than happy to talk with anybody. So make sure you're leaving genuine comments, genuine DMs, genuine everything. And to Instagram, that means 4 or more words. That's what they said it as. I'm not sure why that many, but random tip I learned that hopefully is helpful. And I think that's everything I had. Let me double check all my notes. I write really tiny, which is not smart because my eyes are not great. Oh, one tiny last little thing. I know this call is kind of going long. Like I said, I could talk about social media for hours, and it's one of my passions. But one last tip. You can multi-purpose your content onto multiple platforms. So I know I said stick with what you love, and I 100% agree with that. Your main platform that you spend your most energy on should be whatever you love. So if that's Instagram, awesome, great. When you post that pretty picture, save it, and then go put it on Pinterest and put something under the effects of how to post for Instagram pictures. I do that with all of my Instagram pictures that I take that I like. I go put them on my Pinterest and multi-purpose them. People then can see them on Pinterest, and Pinterest is also really great. Again, I can talk about that for hours. But multi-purpose your content. If you put it on Instagram, go put it on Facebook. Instagram and Facebook are very, very similar. Go repurpose it. If you love to blog, awesome. Take snippets of your blog and put it as your Instagram caption. If you love YouTube video, cool. Take a snippet of your YouTube video, put it as an Instagram post, put it as an IGTV, make it into a podcast by pulling the audio from it. There's a million and one ways to take one piece of content and use it across multiple platforms so you reach even more people. And again, yes, it's going to take time. It's going to take energy. It's going to take effort. But if you were able to grow a business you're obsessed with simply by sharing what you love with lots and lots of people, isn't it worth the hour of effort a day to post on social media and then share it on the other platforms? Isn't it worth the hour of effort? And this is more so talking to my coaches. But isn't it worth the hour of effort to do your workout and post it on your stories than go to a 9-to-5 that you hate, right? That's how I see it. Whenever I'm like, oh, I don't feel like posting, I don't feel like doing this in my business, I don't want to do it, I just remind myself, one, it's an honor and a privilege to do what I do, but two, this is so easy. Social media can be so easy if you allow it to be. Don't overcomplicate it. Don't stress yourself out about it. Don't feel like you have to do it this way because this influencer does it. Do whatever feels good. Do whatever makes you happy. Do whatever brings you joy. As Marie Kondo would say, does it spark joy? If your Instagram doesn't spark joy, if you wouldn't follow yourself, rebrand. Become a new version of you. When I started my business, I changed my name. My name is it is my legal name, but I stopped going by my last name and I went by my middle name instead. So I was like, you know what? This is a new Tara effing Simone. I don't even know who the old Tara is. This is me. This is the best version of me. This is what I'm presenting to people. And I rebranded myself. And guess what? Your social media is going to change. You're allowed to rebrand it. You're allowed to decide it's going to look different in fall than it does right now. Do whatever feels good today and do what you love. And that's the best tip of advice I can give you in life and in anything. Do what you love. Follow your heart. You are always being guided. And if you are meant to have something, you will have it, regardless of the filter you use, regardless of whatever. If you are meant to grow this business or start lifestyle coaching, whatever it is, guess what? You're being guided. You're on this live stream. You're brought to this group. You're following the right people. You are on the right path. Just follow your heart and do what you love. And if something feels hard, if something isn't bringing you joy, if something isn't inspiring you, ask yourself, how can you shift it? How can you rearrange it? How can you make this more fun? Because there's always a solution to the highest good. And I will get off my soapbox with that because, again, I have a lot to say about spirituality and business. And we are diving into that tomorrow. Tomorrow's call is going to be all about the CEO mindset and how not to just get into the cycle of hustle, 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 but how to get into alignment to make the hustle more effective. And it's one of my favorite topics. So we're chatting about that tomorrow. Thank you to everyone who hopped on live. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments. I'm more than happy to answer anything. If you need help with your social media, you can drop your handle in the comments and I'll check it out for you and let you know what I think. With that being said, I'm going to go chug some water because I'm not anywhere near my water goal for the day and get a bunch of work done. So I would chat with you guys tomorrow. Bye, cuties.